Are you looking for a third row SUV in the Kia lineup that has really great gas mileage and a lot of really cool technology features? Well, today I'm gonna get to test drive the 2025 Kia Sorento Hybrid EX for the first time. Let's check it out. If you're interested in a Kia vehicle, come check us out online. We're at smellkia.com. The exterior color is really unique, really interesting, and new here for Kia. It's interstellar gray, and the closer you get to it and the more sunlight hits it, you actually see the metal flakes inside. It looks really unique and interesting. The front grille is blacked out. You have those LED headlights there along the side and those daytime running lights that really stick out in the front of this vehicle. This has the 19-inch alloy wheels along the side, which are glossy black with some chrome accents that really pop that Kia logo there in the center. It also has a 1.6 liter turbocharged GDI hybrid powertrain, which produces 227 horsepower. It also has a 6-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. It has Kia's outstanding warranty of 10 years, 100,000 mile limited powertrain, a 10-year, 100,000 mile battery, and a 5-year, 60,000 mile limited basic warranty. Of course, that also comes with the 5-year, 60,000 mile roadside assistance. So the side view mirror actually is body colored as well as these chrome accents along the side. Of course, we want to talk about the keyless entry system. I have the key fob in my pocket, door is locked up. If I press the button here, it opens up. I can lock the doors pretty simply from there as well. Up top, we have chrome roof rails that really stick out on the top of the vehicle. Coming around the back side of the vehicle, notice the Kia logo, the Sorento logo, and the HEV, because this is a hybrid. To get into the tailgate, all I'm gonna do is press a little button underneath the bottom of the lip there. It's gonna have an automatic tailgate all the way up. And we have a lot of storage back here. Actually, the third row is down right now. So to bring these back seats up, all I'm gonna do is pull here and pull here. And that's gonna bring those seats up. I'm really curious about the space we're gonna have in those third row seats, so let's check that out. So to jump into those third row seats, we actually do have a button right up here. I'm gonna press to get up in pretty easily. Able to get back here. And I do have some additional space here in front of my knees. I'm not really hugging that seat as much as some third row seats. But yeah, I would say that these are more for kids. And you do have the black perforated seats back here. You have a 12-volt charger over on this side, which you can access in the trunk there whenever these seats are down. You also have a USB-C charger on both sides and a little cubby here for a drink and, you know, perhaps a cell phone, something like that. So let's jump into these second row seats and see what we have up here. Getting into the second row seats, obviously we have that black perforated leather continuing here. And you know what? I love captain's chairs in the back here. This is really nice. I can actually adjust that to whatever height I want it to be at. Here we obviously have some ventilation back here. We have a 12-volt charger down here. And on the back of these seats, we have some additional storage on both sides. But hey, one big thing is that on the back of these seats, you have a USB-C fast charging port. Okay, let's jump up front, see what we have up there, and then we'll get this thing on the road. Getting in the front seat of the Sorento here for the first time, we have the black perforated leather in the front. 2 screens in front of us here that are connected together, as well as this black leather steering wheel with the gray stitching throughout. Let's go ahead and start the vehicle up. Put my foot on the brake, hit the engine start stop button. Everything here is going to light up here on the dashboard. Fully digital display. You also have a fully digital infotainment screen, of course. If we come to this middle console, you actually have 2 settings for this, right? You have your entertainment setting, which will control your infotainment screen. I can go to my home, my maps, different things like that through there. Now, let's say I want to access my AC settings. All I have to do, I hit this little fan button, and now I can decrease my fan settings or increase them however I want. We have a fully digital dashboard there, obviously with the miles per hour on the left, RPMs on the right, and a little icon there in the center for our vehicle. We'll test some of that stuff out on the test drive and see what changes there. Let's look at this steering wheel real quick, because we have a lot of buttons on this steering wheel. Starting on the top left, we have our push to talk button. So we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in this vehicle. So you'll be able to connect to your maps to get yourself directions. You can make phone calls, send text messages. You can listen to your own music, all that through the wireless Apple CarPlay on your vehicle. And that push to talk button allows you to access all that stuff. You have the mode button. You can set that to be different things up here. You also have your volume controls and a selector. You also have your phone call button, so whenever I press that, I can make a phone call. Right side of the steering wheel, whenever I hit these buttons, I can change what's in the center of my dashboard there. So I can put things like my charging, since this is a hybrid vehicle, you can actually see your charging information when you're using gas and when you're using electric. You can put a compass up there, you can have your safety features up there, and it looks like you have your all-wheel drive system up there to see what power is being distributed to what wheels. Go to the infotainment screen here for a second. Let's start off in the home screen. Obviously, you can have your navigation up here, you can listen to your music, and have a third window there too. You can also bring your navigation up full screen pretty easily just by tapping it there. You have the ability to listen to your music. You have Sirius XM in this vehicle. So for the driver and passenger, you have heated seats. You can have 3 tiers there. It's a hot day, so I'm not going to activate that today. In the center console, you have a wireless phone charger in here down to the right. You have a USB-C charger and another USB-C charger there. This is something new this year. We have a dial shifter, so whenever I put my foot on the brake, I can shift over into reverse. It's left, and then I can go into neutral and drive. Whenever I select over to the right, I can then park with the P button there in the center. Down below that, we have our driving modes. We have Eco, Sport, Snow, and Smart. Over to the left side here, we have a few buttons: our auto hold, our downhill brake control, our parking brake, our parking sensors, and our parking camera. On the right side, we have 2 cup holders and a little cubby here for storing stuff. Up here, we have our Kia Connect button as well as our emergency button. So that's a lot of features on this vehicle. Let's get out on the road. Let's test some of these out. Testing out the backup camera, I'm going to put the vehicle into reverse. Whenever I turn the wheel, you actually have projected lines showing you where you're going to end up. Of course, getting back into this spot's pretty easy for me. It was a pretty wide spot. But let's just say I need a little bit of a straight down view. I can get up against the curb that way. I also have a wider view, which is great. But something else I want to test out, if we look here, yeah, we have different features that we can turn on and off in here. If I'm in reverse and coming up to an object, this actually has parking sensors in it. So it's going to alert me whenever I get close to an object here. It's actually showing me what part of the car is going to hit. It's beeping at me to alert me. Pretty nice. Right there, we have our cross traffic monitoring telling us where a vehicle is coming from behind us. Whenever we're in reverse, it actually vibrated the steering wheel and gave me an audible alert to just let me know, hey, there's somebody behind you while you're in reverse. Be attentive. So rolling up to this stop sign here, I have the auto hold on. Whenever I come to a complete stop, I can now take my foot off the brake and the car isn't going anywhere. If I want to accelerate, I just hit the gas and it's gonna speed me up to whatever speed I want to. Let's do it now. All right, well, hey, I'll tell you what, 1.6 liter turbo, getting us up to speed very quickly there. Very smooth shift up to power, I gotta say. Shifting over into sport mode now, I'm gonna hit the gas. All right. Wow. So I'm hearing the engine a lot more there. I definitely felt jettisoned back in my seat a bit more than in eco mode, obviously. I went ahead and activated the adaptive cruise control on here and set my speed to 60. The vehicle in front of me is going slower than that. It's actually going about 57, 58 now. And it's slowing me down based on their speed, obviously. I can close the gap and that'll speed me up to the speed that I have set and keep a nice tinier gap between me and the vehicle in front of me. I'm just putting my foot over the brake, but I'm not pressing the brake right now. It's actually slowing us down. And it looks like, yes, it would come down to a complete stop, but the red light in front of us turned green, and now they're starting to speed back up. The other thing I have active right now is the lane keep assist. The lane keep assist is monitoring the sides of the road. What I can do for lane keep assist is just let the steering wheel go. And it's just gonna pinball me between the two lines of the road. If I kind of inch over here to the right, you can kind of see what it's doing. It's just turning the wheel in the direction to keep me inside the lane. Whether it's left or right side, it's taking care of me. I can just inch over here, and it's nice. It just keeps me within the lines of the road. So we have a vehicle coming up on my left-hand side. My mirror lights up, and when I turn my turn signal on and somebody's in my blind spot there, it's buzzing at me. The steering wheel's buzzing. The audio is buzzing at me and beeping at me, alerting me, hey, pay attention, there's somebody over there on your left-hand side, you're gonna wreck. All right, turning radius real quick. And that kept us within the two lanes of the road there very easily. Another thing I'm noticing up here on the dashboard is the speed limit sign. It's nice to have that up there. It's reading the speed limit sign on the road and displaying it, so I never have to forget. So it's easy to see why the Kia Sorento is such a favorite vehicle in the Kia lineup. If you have any questions about it, leave it in the comment section below. We'll make sure to get back to you. We can ask a professional salesman or come see us. We're right off Route 30 in Greensburg, PA, or you can visit us online at smailkia.com. That's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.